everyone, it's Nisha. So today I wanted to talk to you about my favorite Benefit products, and I suppose Benefit is known mostly for their brows, and I love their products. I like quite a few of them. I don't really use the powders or pomades. I tend to use gels and pencils. So my first favorite one is the Precisely My Brow Pencil. And mine is in number 2. I love it because I love all the pencils that have this tiny micro tip, and the consistency of it is really important. So it's not too hard, not too soft, and this one is just perfect. I used to really like a Lancome micro pencil for brows, I think, and I like the tip on it, but this pencil just kept breaking when I was using it. This one, I'm quite heavy-handed with it, and it's fine. I use this color at the front of my brows because I usually use 2 colors for my brows. I use darker one from about, I've got a gap here, from about here to the tail of my brow, and I use lighter one at the front. Because I have L'Oreal darker ones, I'm using that for now, but I will definitely get darker one of those. I love the packaging. Obviously it's got also the spool. It also is waterproof, 12-hour wear, so that's another bonus. You know, sometimes you get the cheaper eyebrow pencils and you can see throughout the day them coming off. Actually, I think the L'Oreal one, I sometimes notice that my eyebrows wear off on the side, so really like that one. Then I usually use a gel to set my brows, and I love the Ready Set Brow. This is my second one. The brush is very strange and big, but I don't care. I really like it. I can't even do it because it really sets your brows for a day. It's like a hairspray for your brows. I brush the front up and then follow my brows round. So this is 24-hour clear gel, and it holds your brows in place, no problem, all day. I mean, if I touch them now, they are quite, they don't feel very stiff, but they do stay in place. So really like this one. Now this GimMe Brow, this is a volumizing brow gel which has tint to it. I think they do it in 3 colors, yeah, light, medium and dark. I've got the number 1, well, so I suppose they do 1, 2, 3. This is perfect for me. I love the brush. I used to use the original one because this product's been out for ages. Obviously they've just revamped their whole brow products, but I love the tiny brush, and this has little tiny microfibers, so it thickens your brows. If your brows are okay and you don't like using pencils and fuss too much with your brows, but you feel like they need a bit of color and maybe a bit sparse, this is brilliant. I sometimes use it right at the front of my brows if I don't want to bother with the pencil, if I don't want to sit down and do the whole eyebrow routine. By the way, I have an eyebrow routine video, so I will link it somewhere here. I am probably using different products because that video was done a while ago, but I do it the same way. I might be using a bit different products, but the technique is exactly the same. Okay, the next one is 3D Browtones, and they call it highlighting brow gel, and I don't know if it is because it is colored gel. I love the brush. what they say that this gel, let me actually read it because I find it quite confusing, but I love the brush and I have used it again just on the front of my brows. You get such precise application with it. Brows come to life with this brush on highlighting gel. The custom mess-proof brush applies evenly from root to tip. It softens the look of darker brows with subtle highlights and enhances lighter brows with a depth and dimension. Wear alone or with your favorite brow pencil. So, and again, this is water resistant, 12-hour wear. So it is something to think about. Again, this is not something that will give you shapely brows if you don't have good brows. This is something, I suppose, for brows that people have. So I mess around with all these products. It depends how I feel. Mostly I just do the pencil and the clear gel, but I often use these other two. And the last brow product that I love is the Eyebrow Glow. And this is Eyebrow Highlighter. I find them so much easier to use than highlighting your brow with a shimmering eyeshadows. They have another one that is matte. This one is like luminous, shimmering, like a champagne pink. They have one that is just matte. It looks more like a concealer, and I've had that one years ago. And I found it a bit stark, but I really like this one. It's so easy to use. So you just highlight your brow. It really lifts your brow and finishes off the eye look. So I really like this one. So that's it for brows. Now concealers. I haven't used that many concealers. I have used the erase paste, I think, and I found it far too thick. But the new Boi-ing collection that has just come out, has been not just come out, because most products are existing products, but I think this is new, and this is the Airbrush Concealer, and I really like it. This is in #1, so it is quite light, but I tell you how I use it and why I like it. You use it with your fingers. It's best to use it with your fingers. It is so creamy. It is quite light. I've got it on today. So how I use it, because this has sheer to medium coverage, I want a bit more coverage. So I use my regular concealer that I've been using for a while, which is the Erase Tape by Tarte, but I use this to highlight and to make this area really smooth, and it really does that. It is airbrushed, so when I put it on my hand, I don't know if you can see, it is really soft focus. It's very lightweight, and it does blur all the imperfections. So after I've used my normal concealer, I then just pat it around here, and because it is in #1, so it's the lightest, it gives me like this highlighting look as well. I really like this. There is few other concealers, but to me none of them have really the coverage I want, apart from the heavy, I think it's called heavy duty concealer or industrial concealer, but I couldn't try that one because they've sent me all these concealers and they all in #1. So right now, you know, if I was gonna conceal stuff on my face with that industrial concealer, it really wouldn't look good because it would be far too light. But I do really like that one, and it is waterproof. It's supposed to last 10 hours and not budge. And yeah, I really like the look of this, so it's worth looking at. So if you don't have dark circles and you don't have much to cover, you just want that lovely even airbrushed look under your eyes, then this is really good. The next one is Benefit's iconic product, and that's the Hoola Bronzer. I remember buying my first Hoola Bronzer, it was years and years ago, and I love this powder. It is very good color for contouring, I think, because it is not too orange and red. As you can see, it's quite cool tone, so I do use it for contouring a lot. I don't think I would bronze my whole face with it, because as you can see, it is not sun-kissed looking bronzer. It is on a cooler side, so I really like it. I have it on today on my cheeks. Now another new product, quite new, is the Dandelion Twinkle, and you've seen me unboxing it. I got it as well. This is lovely. At first I didn't know what was the point of it. It is a highlighter, but I feel like this is especially good for more mature skins, because it's not one of those like balm that gives you that really stark in your face highlight. It is more of a glow. I have it on today, but I tell you how I intensified it a bit. So there it is. It's beautiful, and I know I have shown it to you before when I first got it, but I have been using it now for a while. It is gorgeous. It just gives you that lovely glow. If you want to intensify it a bit, but still not to look too powdery, because you know, like those really intense highlighters can look quite powdery, and on mature skin, because our skin is not even, is a bit more textured, and we might have fine lines. It really emphasizes that. So sometimes the cream products are better. So if I want to intensify this highlighter, but still not to be too much, because you know, I love those intense highlighters, but I use them for an evening out when I'm indoors, because I remember one day I did it in a day, and I went we went out for lunch, we sat outside, and I took a little mirror to reapply my lipstick, and when I saw the amount of that powder, that highlighting powder on the top of my blush, it just looked awful, to be honest, in a, you know, outdoor in a sunlight. So from then on, I don't use them for like every day. I use something more subtle like this. But if I want a bit more, like today, I've used the other product as well, just to intensify it, but still not making it, you know, too much. I use the High Beam, and I've had this for a while. This is the pinkish one, because there is like a gold one as well. Actually, I suppose the gold one maybe is better for the summer, but this one goes really well with the Dandelion. So this is just gorgeous. It's a liquid highlighter. So what I do, I put 3 dots, not bigger than that, right here. Then I take a damp beauty blender and I pat it in, and then I go over with this, and that just gives me really pretty highlight that is not too much. Actually, let me rub it in. So this is the High Beam, and now let me put the Dandelion on the top of it. I hope the camera picks it up. So this is Dandelion on its own, and this is with the High Beam underneath it. So as you can see, it is a bit more intense, but it's still not like, you know, those really intense highlighters. Okay, so these are my favorite Benefit products, and if I had to choose Benefit mascara, and I've used They Are Real and I've used the Roller Lash is definitely my favorite. I preferred it much more than They Are Real, and that mascara was my favorite for a while. You know, me and mascaras, I change all the time. This is not my most favorite mascara, but out of the two, I would choose the Roller Lash. So I would definitely recommend the brow products. You just have to choose which one is your favorite. What do you prefer to do with your brows? Like I said, I'm pencil and eyebrow gel girl. So yeah, I absolutely love this product. Okay, my lovelies, thank you so much for watching, and I see you in my next video. Stay fabulous. Bye.